The studios. This is NBC Montana Today.
Good morning, Montana. I'm Jason Hurst. It's National Bagel Day, so as you pour your coffee and maybe eat a bagel, let's get you ready for your day. Coming up, a new policy currently on the table in Washington, D.C. is seeing bipartisan support, and it's backed by Montana's newest U.S. Senator. We'll tell you what it's all about. Plus, a petition to remove a subdivision from the Madison Valley Hospital District is denied. Hear the arguments for and against the petition and find out how lawmakers take a big step toward advancing a bill that would allow political parties to contribute directly to judicial candidates.
Well, the time is at 6:30 on a Wednesday morning. We are starting out single digits and teens, generally speaking. It is 14 right now in Missoula, 9 currently in Bozeman. A catalyst spell along the high line. We're up in the 20s and 30s this morning thanks to some cloud cover. High pressure is in control. Could trap in some of that cloud cover for you in northwest Montana. Overall, temperatures today near normal for this time of year with dry skies. Hour by hour forecast, 24 to around noon today in Missoula, 28 as we head into that 2 o'clock hour. Wind will stay light for us through the afternoon. For Bozeman, you're going to climb above normal. 35 at lunchtime, almost to that 40-degree mark in that 2 to 4 o'clock hour. Tomorrow's going to be the warmest day of the week. Then we're tracking a big drop in temperatures with an Arctic front. Details on snow and cold in 10 minutes.
Lawmakers in Helena take a big step toward advancing a bill that would allow political parties to contribute directly to judicial candidates. After clearing the House State Administration Committee last Wednesday, House Bill 39 made it through a second reading on the House floor on Tuesday on a near party line vote of 57 to 43. The bill is one of more than 24 requested by the Special Select Committee on Judicial Oversight and Reform, which Democrats declined to participate in. The contribution limits are $84,150 per election per party for Supreme Court candidates and $2,250 for district judge candidates.
You'll bring about competitive campaigns, a genuine choice, more transparency in the selection process, more accountability in that selection process.
Their entire job, their training, everything about what they do is about objectivity. They have to find ways to separate the partisan ideas in their hearts from the work that they do.
The bill will have to go through a final reading before heading to the Senate. And opponents expressed concerns about party contributions violating Montana judicial canon, but the bill's sponsor says he'll be introducing legislation to address that. A new bill before lawmakers in Washington, D.C. aim to crack down on illegal immigration with new federal enforcement for certain offenders. Montana's new U.S. Senator Tim Sheehy announced he is co-sponsoring the bill in the Senate. NBC Montana's Kylie Gibson spoke exclusively with Sheehy about the bill and the reason behind his push. It's a story you'll only see here on NBC Montana.
It's almost been 1 year since 22-year-old Augusta University nursing student Laken Riley was murdered while jogging at the University of Georgia. A Venezuelan man who was in the United States illegally was convicted of her murder in November. Authorities previously arrested Jose Antonio Ibarra twice, but released him rather than detaining him.
The tragic murder of Laken Riley was a rallying cry for all of us, and unfortunately, in America, sometimes it takes a tragedy for us to wake up and realize we have to implement change.
U.S. Senator Katie Britt of Alabama is the main sponsor of the Laken Riley Act in the Senate. It's a GOP-led bill that requires immigration and customs enforcement to arrest anyone in the country illegally if they commit theft, burglary, larceny, or shoplifting offenses. It requires the person to be detained until they are deported from the United States. The Senate advanced the bill in a second round of voting on Monday. Britt spoke on the act last week in Washington.
Every single member of Congress should be able to get behind this purely common sense bill that will make our country and communities safer. Every American family needs us to pass the Laken Riley Act.
The bill also authorizes states to sue the federal government over certain immigration-related decisions or alleged failures if they caused the state or its residents harm, including financial harm of more than $100. Sheehy tells me this measure is an important step towards tightening immigration policies.
The illegal immigration surge that has been unfortunately very associated with narcotics and criminal activity has affected every single facet of our nation, and we have to start solving it now. This is the first step towards specifically focusing on violent criminal activity related to illegal immigration.
Senate Majority Leader John Thune spoke about the bill on Monday.
This is not, I emphasize not, a comprehensive immigration bill. It is an attempt to right one wrong. The fact that individuals already here illegally who have been charged with various property crimes are not required to be detained by Immigration and Customs Enforcement. It is an attempt to ensure that no other family will have to suffer the pain suffered by Laken Riley's.
The bill passed the House last week by a wide margin, with 48 Democrats joining all Republicans in support.
Democrats want to have a robust debate where we can offer amendments and improve this bill. This issue is very important. Americans deserve for us to debate the issue seriously, including by considering amendments from the Democratic side.
I'll keep following this bill and let you know what happens next. You can watch my full interview with Sheehy and find more information about the Laken Riley Act in this article on our homepage at NBCMontana.com. Reporting in Missoula, Kylie Gibson, NBC Montana.
In Helena, Montana conservation groups are voicing concerns over proposals to change the state's marijuana tax revenue formula. Since 2021, almost 25% of tax revenue from recreational marijuana has gone to Habitat Montana, state parks, and trails. Conservation groups voice concerns that proposed bills and the governor's office could change how funds are allocated. Last session, a Senate bill to expand marijuana revenue toward Habitat legacies passed before being vetoed by the governor. It remains to be seen what changes will be proposed this session.
We don't think any, important priorities of Montanans should go unfunded. But the reality is that we don't need to reduce these programs to be able to fund important priorities in the state.
Conservation groups say if funding stays, there would be efforts to improve trail conditions in eastern Montana. Madison County commissioners denied a petition to remove Moonlight Basin's Silvertip subdivision from the Madison Valley Hospital District. NBC Montana's Brianna Carroll breaks down the arguments for and against the petition.
The census-designated area of Big Sky is divided in half by county lines. For residents owning property on the Madison County side, their tax dollars fund the Madison Valley Medical Center. But some argue that hospital is inaccessible, as it's located in Ennis, approximately an hour-and-a-half drive away on public roads.
It is only fair and just that the Big Sky community of Madison County have its Big Sky Healthcare Coalition recognized, and that the healthcare dollars that are collected from Big Sky taxpayers be directed to the Big Sky Hospital and Big Sky healthcare professionals that actually service us.
On Monday, Madison County commissioners denied a petition to remove Moonlight Basin's Silvertip subdivision from the Madison Valley Hospital District. It's the second petition of this type that commissioners received in the past year. The first, filed by the Big Sky Wellness Coalition, aimed to remove the entire Madison County portion of Big Sky from the hospital district in favor of creating their own. But it failed to garner enough signatures for a hearing last year. The Wellness Coalition, which includes Wellness in Action, the Big Sky Resort Area District, and the local fire department and food bank, filed a lawsuit over the summer, claiming more of their signatures should have qualified. Representatives showed their support for the Moonlight Basin petitioners this week.
There are not enough healthcare services in Big Sky, and this gap will continue to get worse.
Big Sky residents supporting removal from the hospital district say they receive no benefit from staying in it. A long-term nurse of the Madison Valley Medical Center gave public comment stating that in all her years of providing care there, she never saw a patient from Big Sky. But CEO of the Madison Valley Medical Center, Alan Rohrbach, says Big Sky residents do benefit from the hospital district.
Big Sky Medical Center said they were having difficulty recruiting a behavioral health specialist. We provided one. When they said they were having difficulty recruiting a primary care physician, we added one for them.
Last year, Rohrbach told NBC Montana the Madison Valley Medical Center sees approximately 1,800 patients from Big Sky every year. On Monday, he also said the hospital district is working toward building a larger presence in Big Sky, noting that he hired a behavioral health specialist to work in Big Sky, but that Wellness in Action refuses to lease the district space for in-person services. NBC Montana reached out to Wellness in Action and to the Big Sky Medical Center, but did not receive a response by airtime. Rohrbach told commissioners he believes collaboration will be the way forward for the hospital district. Reporting in Bozeman, Brianna Carroll, NBC Montana.
And we now visit with Chief Meteorologist Brooke Foster, who is standing by. And Brooke, 640 means one thing, bus stop forecast. You've already mentioned it's cold. How much do those kids have to bundle up this morning?
Not as much as they're going to have to bundle up Monday morning. Monday morning, we're going to see temperatures below zero. This morning, we're starting out with some cloud cover in Kalispell, clear skies in Missoula. Temperatures generally in the teens and 20s. We'll be at 22 in that 7 to 8 o'clock hour in Missoula. Through the afternoon, we're going to sit right around that 30-degree mark. Some of that low stratus cloud cover could hang around for you as high pressure remains in control. For Missoula, if we get lucky, we'll see some sunshine, 25 at lunchtime, 28 as we head into that 3 to 4 o'clock hour. Temperatures in the 40s on Thursday. Then we're going to see a good 30-degree temperature drop for the weekend. Details on our next weather maker in 10 minutes.
Coming up, changes are coming for Cuba as the U.S. looks to lift its terrorism designation. What Montana's delegates are saying about the move. This is a live look from our Hellgate Plumbing weather camera above TV Mountain at Snowbowl, looking down into the Missoula Valley. Chief Meteorologist Brooke Foster has your day planner right after the break.